everyone, my name is Bob Mitch and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. 3.18 is now live. It launched a few hours ago, and as you can see in the server chat that we've got in the left there, people have just got onto the server. Things are a bit rocky, as is naturally the case with the new patch push. This is the first time I've logged into a server on 3.18. I've been trying to get on for about an hour, I'm not going to lie. As is usually the case with a new launch, everything is kind of falling to pieces. So we're going to see if we can get our stuff moved. So, like I said, 3.18 is now live, and we have all of the good 3.18 shininess on the live servers. So it's time to start doing things like making some money and grinding. And one thing I've done is that the website was working a lot better than the game servers themselves to begin with. So what I did was I have upgraded the Mantis that I had and never really used, and I've turned that into a Vulture because I think the Vulture has gone up by a few pounds. So I've upgraded that to a Vulture now so we can make some money. So I'm going to try and move all of my stuff to Olazar because I've started here on Horizon, and then we're going to try.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
And we're going to try and do some salvaging and make some money.
Shuttle will be departing.
We'll see how long this server lasts before things go horribly, horribly wrong. Like this person sinking into the floor. The trams still aren't great. As you can see, it's still very wibbly. Okay, 347,000 starting pennies, which is nice because I need at least 100k to get my Pontis drive for my Carrack, which I'm going to be flying up to Horizon shortly. Port Olisar shortly. I still need to get my character dressed as well, but we'll do that when we get into the spaceport. God, the trams really are rocky.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
I still don't know how they broke them so much. That's what surprises me. I don't know if it's a new renderer. I have no idea. This person is obsessed with melding into the floor.
All visitors aboard the Orson Skyway shuttle service. Have a pleasant stay.
This person's enjoying their bright pinkness. I think this is one of the subscriber outfits from the last month, isn't it? Combined with the Christmas jumpsuit. Credit where credit's due, running around inside, the frame rate in Horizon is pretty good. Well, someone in the local chat said it was balked. It looks to be okay at the minute. I wouldn't be surprised if the inventory system was a bit screwed after a patch deployment, if I'm honest. I was kind of expecting it. But for the moment it seems to be okay. I'm not going to try the Artemex suits because they were consistently broken in the PTU. The tube that connects the hood and the chest piece was just broken to all hell. So I kind of gave up on them for the time being. It's been nice going back to the Lazan, I think that's how it's pronounced, set. So we'll just use that instead. And we can remove the armor pieces, so the local inventory system, for me at least, is working. Put a sidearm on, that was the point. I need to go to Grimhex and get some Coda pistols. But as you can see, we're kind of a bit better dressed now. The only thing we haven't got that we should have really is some med guns. Hopefully we can pick some of those up from Grimhex as well. I'm also not going to take a multi-tool with me. I'll explain why soon. Let's see if we can change the paint on our Carrack. This is a known bug, apparently, that we can't see ship things in this at the moment with the launch patch. Doesn't seem like it's working. Oh, no, there we go. It's just taking a moment. And we'll put the red alert livery on.
Welcome to the August Download Spaceport.
I don't think I've got the Pontis drive. No, I haven't. If you're wondering why I'm talking about the Pontus drive with the Carrack, I use the Pontus drive because it's faster. It uses more fuel, but it gets you there quicker. This is what is normally in the Caterpillar.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again. Welcome. Goodbye to the ASOP vehicle. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So this is working so far so good. This normally takes a moment. I can imagine it being a bit quicker, a bit slower, sorry, with the stress that's on the servers at the moment, but it did work. Hangar 10. Just have to bear with it, like we did in the PTU. And Hangar 10 we go. The doors don't want to open. Oh, there we go. Server's definitely sort of getting hammered now. There we go. Here's a red alert Carrack. So Port Olisar is probably going to be my base for a lot of things going forward in this patch. Remember, we have had the big reset now, so everything has been reset to default. Any ships and stuff that you may have bought with in-game money are gone, so we have to start from scratch. Me being me, I just have lots of crap from years of playing this game. So we're just going to move our stuff to Olisar, and there's a good quirk that I can show you in a moment. That is a big quality of life improvement that I haven't talked about in the PTU videos that I've done. Okay, so we're on board the Carrack. And what we can do now is, if we go to vehicles, even though it's sort of got a little window, and say we go to undersuits, we finally have the move all button. So if I click move all, it works occasionally. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy and a little bit slow and they twitch back, but it does work. Here we go. This is sort of where I've had it twitch out before. It opens this window, everything reloads, and then it's fine after this. See, this is loaded now. Now we just have to wait for this. Move all. So undersuits. And they're all in the Carrack, you see? So now the move all button works. Same for all these bits. So we're going to move everything into the Carrack, just like this, and then we're going to fly up to Port Olisar. I am taking everything, because Port Olisar is basically going to be my base. So I'm going to shove the Carrack full of everything. The only one that did sort of take a while to go was weapons, because I have lots of weapons. That one took a few goes on the PTU, but it's gone straight through here. Utilities. Don't have ammo. Vehicles, there's things like paints, so we are going to take those. Don't have any sustenance, and other is just stuff that in the past we could have taken for fun. So we've got like these statues and flares and things. I think all of these can stay here. I don't need these. But there we go. All of the important stuff is now on board the Carrack. And whereas before that used to take me like 10 to 15 minutes to move everything, that took me, whilst I was recording, what, less than a minute? Maybe not even that. Amazing. Okay. To Port Olisar. It's currently night time around Horizon. Fire our quantum drive and we'll peek around for Olisar. We need to remember now that we don't have to go as high in Horizon's atmosphere to get anywhere. There it is. A little bit wibbly with the Carrack thrusters. There we go, we're away. That looks very pretty. Looks like the sun is not quite coming up. Maybe some lighting bug. I don't know if the game has loaded in all of my shaders yet, so it might be affecting performance a bit. Someone's taking off. I can hear thrusters. We've got this black. just above my nose over there somewhere. Oh look, there's one of the moons. I think that's Yela. So if you're leaving Orison now, you only have to get to 90,000 meters above the cloud layer. So it's sort of like 20,000 meters you have to climb in a Carrack. It takes about a minute. In something smaller, you do it in no time at all. So leaving Orison is so much easier now. And getting, using the spline jumps to get into Orison as well is a lot quicker. So you don't have to travel as far. The right way up. It's just hard to see.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Someone's got a vulture out. Turn our engines off, and there we go. We are at Port Olisar. There is a bug where we are unable to leave seats currently sometimes. Let's see if this triggers on this one. No, we're good. We'll go down to the subdeck, and then we'll move everything across to Olisar. Oh, I see people talking about the money in chat, so it appears we got given 200k. For this patch. Right then. Vehicles. See, as we go into the vehicle tab, it's gone small again, so I'm wondering if it might just have to sort of bug out a little bit. There we go. So, we'll start from the top. Armour to Port Olisar. Move all. Zoom. Go straight across to Olisar. Look at that. Undersuits. Same again. Clothing. Same again. Weapons. See if this one bugs out. No, did it in one jump. Utility, vehicles, sustenance, other, and everything of value that I wanted to move and that I own is now in Port Olisar, and that took like 10 minutes. That was fantastic. So real good quality of life improvements there. We'll jump out of the Carrack and we will claim ships to see if the ASOP terminals are broken. With the demand being placed on the servers now. People getting very excitable in chat. Oh, someone else had brought a Carrack. Look at that. Let's see what the ASOP terminals here are like.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So, I have my Avenger. I have my Raven. Let's see how the claims are working. It took a moment, but it's working. See how it does this sort of fade to the previous screen? Sort of something you have to get used to. It won't claim the Arrow. We will claim the Pisces because we're going to need that in a minute. I'm not skipping this, so you guys can sort of get a real grip of how long this is taking, this sort of thing after a patch drop. See, this one's taking a little bit longer. This one doesn't want to work. Let's go back and try a different ship. Maybe it'll clip through in a minute. Let's try normal Pisces. Now it's gone to the Arrow because it's done the old bug of jumping down to the next option. Yeah, see, I don't want to play so much anymore. Even my Raven doesn't want to claim. Ah, it's given me a second Pisces expedition. A claim currently cannot be processed. Try again later.
Please visit us
Oh,
again.
he
Goodbye.
kicked me out the terminal,
Welcome
like I've been idling
to
in
the
it for a
ASOP
minute.
Vehicle retrieval system.
2 Pisces expeditions. Let's try again.
Your insurance claim
There
has
we go.
been sent.
Leave that one ticking. We've already got the Carrack. We'll claim the Ares as well. Or the Hercules, apparently. Let's see if this one works or not. This one don't want to work either, so it's taking a while for these claims to come through. So to get an idea for what it's doing, I may just skip past this bit when I've got the ones I need. So, I've been going through some ships and stuff and claiming them. I've noticed my 890 jump is missing, which is a bit concerning. I may have to raise a ticket about that. Not that I'm going to be using it just yet, but something to keep note of. I don't own a Buccaneer. I don't know why I have a Buccaneer.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Your vehicle has been
Ship is ready, so the Carrack got stored again. Didn't break the server, which is good. And it's on pad 2. People are going to go and try and try some salvage. People have just sort of made the same observations that I've been making, in that, as far as I can tell, things aren't completely broken. Everything is just very slow, which is to be expected on a drop of a patch day. So it's actually kind of doing better than I thought it would. The queues to get in are annoying, and the fact that the RSI launcher broke to all hell because of everyone trying to log into it, and it took ages to download, or rather log in to download the patch or update the patch, is more kind of annoying than actually getting onto the server and being able to play a bit. So we just got to keep in mind that things are going to be a bit laggy for the first instances. Let's see if we can go to Grimhex and buy some guns. People are saying in the chat that trying to sit down in a Drake Cutlass Black is killing people. So, something to know. One thing to note, I suppose, for those that maybe haven't played the game in a while, since they updated the landing pads and such, areas like Grimhex and the service stations that are around the Lagrange points around the moon, if you don't want to request landing, and in particular get a big landing pad, you can now just fly over to them like this, and if you request a landing pad, it will now give you one to the rear, so sort of left of where we're looking now. But if you just choose to land on these pads outside here, you can land, and it won't register it as a place that you've landed at. So if I logged out now, I will just restart back at Altar. It's good to know. Here is Grimhex with its expanded hospital. I can't say I've ever landed on these pads in a long time, so I've not seen the green Imperial Medical logo from the outside before. Emergency drop-off. If you've ever watched my videos, you've already seen the horror stories of corpses just littering the Grimhex hospital areas, which are essentially shipping containers. Oh, we do want to come here actually, because we want to go to the pharmacy and buy some med pens if we can. Here we go. Not med pens, med guns. Med pens, I suppose, is a good idea as well. If we buy 10, see if this goes through. There we go, that went straight through. And want some paramed devices. Expensive, so 14k, but we will buy 10. Well worth it. This one's taking a bit longer. No, that one's gone through as well. So there we go. If we walk away from the terminal. And local, and Green Imperial Medical, and you can see we have our medical supplies for the near future. Let's go down to the plaza and buy some guns. Where's my coders? There they are. I'm going to buy 16 of them because I like having lots of backup guns. Because I die a lot. See if this one goes through or if it takes a moment. Why does everyone say 30k when there's just a tiny instance of lag in the chat? There we go. That took a minute, but it's gone through, and now I have my Coda pistols. Should buy some ammo while I'm here. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed is I don't think I can buy the attachments for the multi-tools, can I? So we go, attachments. I don't think I can buy them here. Oh, I can! Well, I can buy the cutter. And the mining and the tractor. Definitely going to buy some of those. Definitely need those. This will save us going straight to a salvage site to try and find some. That's really good. The only one it doesn't seem that I can't buy is the new one, which is the salvaging one. Let's just have another quick look to make sure I've not missed it. Oxycutter. Mining and tractor, yeah, so we can't get the salvage one. I think you actually have to craft that one inside the Vulture. I could be wrong, but I imagine you can obtain it at the refinery stations as well, so the L1 stations at the first Lagrange points. Let's just get some Coda mags. 26 Coda mags for fun, and then we'll head back to Olisar, and then I'm kind of set up to do what I want to do. I can buy some ammunition at Olisar for my weapons, and then we can go and start actually playing the game. And you guys sort of get what I do for a setup when I come to start on a new patch. When it's working, and when the shops are working, and when the ships are working. So everything's just being a bit sluggish, but I have to say, compared to some of the 3.17 patches, this has been pretty good in my experience. So everything's being slow, which is to be expected because it's a patch rollout day, but it's working. So it's not failed. Haven't had a 30k yet. The server's been going, what, 30-40 minutes now. Still going strong. I've managed to move all of my stuff. I've got my character sorted. I've got the bits I want. In fact, I've got more than the bits I want because I managed to get some tractor attachments. Usually those take me ages to get hold of. Need to go back outside. I almost forgot I wasn't on a landing pad then. Or one of the hangars anyway, not a landing pad. And we're about ready to go and do something. Whilst the ships are being claimed, we can go and do some salvaging. Now then, so it's the next day. I went to bed shortly after this, and we already had a little bit of issues. We had my Pisces blow up outside Grimhex for no reason whatsoever, and then I took another Pisces to go and get my stuff from Grimhex, and that blew up as soon as I left Quantum coming at Grimhex there. So that got me thinking that there was a dead ship, like a ship carcass, that was just outside the QT point that was blowing ships up. So there's not a lot I could have done about that, unfortunately. For some reason my character's destroyed as well. So there's been issues. That's a massive understatement. There's been lots of issues with logins. People haven't been able to log in. They just get stuck in a big queue and then get dumped out. I haven't had that. I've had one queue where I had to wait for a while, but I managed to get through that pretty quickly. Anyway, what are we going to do now? We're going to take out a Vulture and do some salvaging and see how that works.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
C0. So 319 or 318 rather experience so far. Okay, but not fantastic. The only downside to this is that I've lost my Atazan armor, and I lost my Argo Cargo backpack, which now we have no way to claim because CIG haven't implemented a new way for us to reclaim our missing subscriber like hangar items. They removed the character reset function and they've replaced it with the character repair function, but it doesn't reclaim lost items. So they've taken out something without putting out a way to get it back, which isn't very good, I don't think. They need to work on that. Anyway, let's see how we can do some salvaging. So this is a vulture. I know I've done a video on it. This is my vulture now. I actually own this one because I wanted to really do the mechanic. A very combine harvestry to get in. See that entering pilot seats is a bit balked at the moment. It takes a minute for the ship to start up. It's like you have to wait for the animation that doesn't play of entering a ship before you can start the ship up. So I think we will go to one of the outposts. I think we'll go to one of the Lagrange points to do some salvaging. I didn't quite spin the right wheel, never mind. So yeah, there's been a few issues. Logging queues, a few bits and bobs breaking, people not seeing some ships. My 890 has reappeared when I joined a different server, which is good to see, even I'm not going to be using it. But yeah, I had to go and buy some standard armour. I bought all of the dust upsets from Grimhex as like throwaway armour, so that I'm not going to lose anything important again. It's very much going to have to sort of become an EVE Online mentality now, which is don't go out into space with anything that you can't afford to lose, which is a bit shit because people want to wear the shiny armors and stuff they have, and now they don't have a way to retrieve them, which is pretty bad. Oh, I found something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. 600 high? Oh. Anyway, we're going to scoop it up. To do this, we press M. And you can see we can scoop. There we go, and snaps into place, and then we can carry on. And then I do believe in the back here, we can create a cargo tool, not cargo tool, a attachment to do some salvage with, or we can create cans. So okay, we've been messing around for about half an hour. I think that's about as full as we're going to get it without causing issues. So we're going to head back and see if we can sell this stuff. So to sell it, we're going to go to Hurston. If we can get to Hurston, we can. I'm going to go to Reclamation and Disposal Orinth. I basically just managed to scrape all this stuff from this singular 600i whole carcass, so it doesn't take long to kind of do it with a vulture. Maybe do it a bit quicker with a reclaimer, but it wouldn't fill your cargo hold, obviously. There it is. Looks like it's in the daylight side, which is always a bonus when trying to make YouTube content, and that's my phone. Hurston looking very pretty with all its clouds now. Leave the marker on for a minute so we can see where we're going. frame rate's dipping a wee bit, but that could just be because I'm recording. Not really been here a great deal. I didn't realise it was right on the coastline. Looks like there's already a ship here. It's a cutter. It looks like an abandoned cutter. Which would be good news for me if I was still salvaging, because I could go and scoop it. Hopefully I put landing gear down. I did. Good. And close this door. I do believe it's in this building over here. Like I said, I've not really been to the salvage places very often. There's a vulture. Recycled material composite. $60k for the lot is not bad, to be fair. And we've got a little bit there, look, that we can sell as well. Oh, maybe we can sell some. What, 120k? 120k. I don't know if it duplicated there. It's sort of going through the motions again, or I don't know if it's just the terminal being buggy. So, yeah, so it's just the terminal being buggy. 120k though, not bad for one run. Nice, good way to make money in the game. Certainly a very simple, sort of not overpowered, but that took me sort of 30-40 minutes, so 120k for 30-40 minutes of work is not bad. Not bad going. You're going to start saving up for ships and things, which is obviously what lots of people are going to have to do. So now I am going to get my character a drink, because she needs a drink, because she's been working hard. And then we might go and see if we can go and raid a bunker or something. So yeah, there we go. That's the rocky start to 3.18 that we've had with this patch. So quite a few issues still going on. The queues and things is still a bit of a problem. CIG really need to implement something to be able to get our sub flare and hanger items back. I think they've really sort of shot their own foot doing that. I can understand them taking the repair tool away, or rather the reset tool away, but not putting something back in its place and just saying, wait for a bit, is a bit shit. So yeah, apart from that, pretty good fun all around. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you like this and think I deserve it, please give it a like, consider subbing if you fancy sticking around. If you're thinking of taking part in the game, feel free to use my referral code on screen or click the link below for bonus in-game money that helps me out as well. See you in the next one.